My name is Steve Keever. That's what all the sirens are about. They were screaming for me. I was very popular that night. Everybody wanted me, dead or alive. Big Franco wanted me dead. I don't think it mattered to the police how they got me, just so they got me. You think there'd be 1,000 hiding places in a large city, but there aren't. No, not when they want you. They turn a spotlight on you and they keep narrowing the circle, closing in for the kill. They let you wear yourself out until you're too tired to run anymore. And you stand there, hypnotized, waiting for them to get it over with. You wonder how it happened and where it all really began. It started somewhere out there beyond the searchlights and the sirens. You had ideals and you went to a top law school. Then you went to work for an insurance company. But it wasn't any of those things. I think it really started when I received the telegram that Ellen was coming home. It really started that morning at the airport.
Attention, please. American Airlines Flight 482 from Fort Worth, Dallas, and St. Louis. Now arriving at Gate 4.
Ellen.
Steve.
Ellen, let me look at you. Why, you've grown up. When you left, you were a spindly-legged, freckle-faced little brat, and look at you now. You've gotten tall and beautiful, and you filled out.
Steve, stop it. I've only been gone 3 weeks.
They seemed like light years. Don't ever do it again. I really missed you.
Steve.
Come on, I'll get your bags.
Attention, please.
Here we
American
go,
Airlines
too.
Flight 576
Looks like one.
now ready at Gate 11.
My kid's outside.
Yes, sir.
Come on, honey, we're right out here.
All right.
There's Harry.
Welcome home, Miss Sayburn.
Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, sir.
Well, tell me all about it. How was Sun Valley?
It was very nice.
Want me to check and see if you have any broken legs or anything?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
You certainly are. I'm a lucky fellow. No more trips alone for you. I'm not taking any more chances. You might meet another guy. I tried to phone you Saturday at the hotel, but that fool clerk told me you checked out and left for Europe. He must have been drunk. Then I got your wire. I knew everything was all right.
Steve.
Yeah?
I've had time to do a lot of thinking.
You were supposed to be skiing.
I'm serious.
I'm sorry. Tell the court what happened in your own words.
I'm not a one-room flat girl. I don't want to raise my children in the kind of poverty I was raised in. Steve, I couldn't stand it. I want security.
Ellen, honey, if you're just patient, I'm sure
I waited a year, Steve. You can't deposit patience in a bank, and you certainly can't raise a family on it.
We're going to do all right. I think we'll send little Ellen to a private school. They can try to teach her how to look like you. Stevie can go to a public school. And maybe Harvard or even Oxford on a scholarship.
Steve.
Ellen, we're never going to be rich. That's not security. But we love each other. You can deposit that in my bank. I'm going to work as hard as I can to get you everything you want. You know, honey, I think we've waited long enough. Tomorrow I'm going to go in and hit Manston for a raise. Here we go.
Good afternoon, Miss Sayburn. Here, I'll take the bag.
Oh, thank you. Watch out with this one. It's pretty heavy.
It's heavy. Yep.
Can I come up for a minute?
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm awfully tired.
Sure. Call you in the morning.
Right.
Nice girl.
Best. You're invited to our wedding, Harry.
Thanks, Steve. Oh, my mother did like you told her. The guy who ran her down said he'd pay the hospital bill and give her $200.
Good.
Ma thinks you're the greatest lawyer in the world. How much do I owe you?
Yeah. What's on your meter?
$4.95.
That's it. Make it $5.95. Keep $1 for yourself.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay, what's the number? 32192-170. All right, I'll have it checked this afternoon.
Steve, Mr. Manston's alone now.
Oh, thanks, June. Keep your fingers crossed for me.
If you get it, I'll cook dinner for you tonight to celebrate.
If I get it, I'll be getting married tonight. You can cook dinner for me tomorrow night.
Come in. And in conclusion, you may inform your board of underwriters that we're perfectly willing to cooperate in every possible way. Expecting to hear from you soon, yours very truly. Yes, Steve?
Mr. Manston, I'd like to talk to you.
Now, sit down.
Thanks, sir.
Hey, you look tired.
I'm afraid I didn't sleep very well last night.
Oh, I know. I could never sleep either before I hit the boss for a raise. Steve, at this point, I'm supposed to give you a big build-up. You know, we've had our eye on you for a long time. You've got a great future. Keep it up and someday you'll be chief attorney here.
I see.
Well, that's the speech. And in your case, it's true. You keep it up and someday you will be chief attorney here. And that's a big job.
I know.
Ladders were made for patient men. Don't try to climb too fast.
Mr. Manston, I'm getting married. I need a raise now.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, Steve. I think you deserve a raise. But with business the way it is now, I've been asked not to approve any raises for the time being. When the situation changes, I'll be glad to discuss it with you again. I'm sorry.
So am I. Well?
Oh, here's the claim for the Belrow Fur Company. Draw up the papers, will you?
Yes, sir. $40,000. Any report on the burglars yet?
I'm not interested in the burglars. I'm interested in getting those furs back. Right now, I'd pay $10,000, no questions asked. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd like to see those crooks put where they belong. But my first duty is to the stockholders of this company. If we keep paying out these claims, then there won't be any company.
Yes, sir.
All right. Prepare the releases. We'll pay. Is there anything else?
No, sir.
Hiya, Mr. Kiva.
Evening, Harry. Harry, I need your help. I'm trying to find someone. He's a mobster. I have no idea who he is. Where would I find him?
If I didn't know it was you, Steve, I'd think you was nuts.
I probably am, Harry, but this is important.
I know a couple of their hangouts, but they ain't healthy for strangers.
Take me there.
Are you sure?
Harry.
I guess you're sure. I better go in with you.
I'll be all right, Harry. You wait out here for me.
What's yours, sir?
Scotch and soda? All the boys are on tonight, huh?
Yeah. Want to see anybody in particular?
Kind of. I just got in from out of town. A friend of mine told me I could get taken care of here.
Mac tells me you're new in town.
Yeah. I was told I could meet some of the boys here.
What's your racket?
Keeping my mouth shut, mainly.
Smart. But I'm kind of the Emily Post around here. If you want to meet anybody, maybe I can help you.
Maybe.
Now listen.
A few weeks ago, some furs were stolen from the Belrow Fur Company. I want to contact the men who did it. If the furs are returned, I've got $10,000 for them. No questions asked.
Well, why didn't you say so? Follow me.
What happened? Take it easy. What'd they do to you? Are you all right?
Yeah, fine. Just let me sit down for a minute.
I ought to go in there and slug him.
Why don't you?
I might get killed. I better take you home.
Oh, no. We haven't found my friend yet.
Can't we look for him tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'll probably have my head examined for what I'm doing tonight. Where's the next place?
It's called the Sirocco. A guy named Monty Colbert owns it. He's at the bottom of every racket in town.
He sounds fine. Let's go.
It's sort of a clip joint. Here, you might need this.
Thanks, Harry.
Cigarettes?
I want to see Marty Calvin.
I hope you've got good eyes, mister. He's in Florida. Thanks. Can I help you? Or are you just window shopping?
If they're unsure of anything, I'll call you first. I've got a message for Marty Calvin.
You better see Natalie.
Who? Thank you. Let's have a drink.
Anybody can drink. Let's dance.
Can anybody dance?
I can't.
Who says so?
Marty.
Oh?
He doesn't let me dance with anyone else.
Where's Marty?
Upstairs.
I'd like to talk to him, Natalie.
I know you would. The bartender gave me the high sign to throw you out. I said no.
Why?
I like to dance. You dance nice.
Thank you.
What do you want to see Marty about?
Want to sell him an insurance policy?
I like you. You're funny.
Yeah?
Mr. Calvert, my name is Steve Kiefer. Last time I made this speech, I got pushed around. I'm going to make it once more. I'm with an insurance company. Someone stole a carload of furs from Bell Road. My company would give $10,000 to get those furs back. The deadline is tomorrow morning.
No wonder you got pushed around.
Look, I'm not saying you did the job. I don't care who it was, but it would be easy for you to find out who did it. You can make a deal with them. $10,000, no questions asked. You could tell them.
I didn't send for you because I'm interested in anything you had to say, Kiefer. I just wanted to see what you look like. The boys tell me Natalie thinks you're cute. I don't think so. Good night.
You don't think I'd have come here if I weren't on the level?
Just don't let me catch you around here again.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Kiefer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, hello, Steve. Say, you're a bit early this morning, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Mr. Manston, I made a deal to get the Bell Road furs back.
What? How did you?
You said $10,000 for the return of the furs, no questions asked.
That's right.
What is it worth for the...
For the man who makes the deal? Let's say $2,500.
Fair enough. You'll have the furs back this morning.
Yeah, sit down, Steve. Steve, what I said to you yesterday, I didn't mean that you should...
Oh, Mr. Manston, I haven't done anything wrong. I just don't know who pulled this job. I don't want to know.
I see. Well, of course, we're glad to get the furs back. And it probably seems like easy money to you. But don't forget what I said about the ladder. You do have a big future here.
Yes, sir. They want the $10,000 in cash.
I know. Small bills. You see, I've had to deal with these men for years. What's happening?
I don't know. They're a little late.
Take it easy.
That's the truck.
Okay, men. 10,000, 2,500. Be careful, Steve.
Don't worry.
Take over, Harry. Ellen, we're giving away diamond rings today. Ellen! Ellen!
Why, Mr. Keever, what's all the commotion?
Where's Miss Saburn?
She paid her rent and checked out early this morning.
You sure?
Why, yes, she and her husband.
Husband?
Didn't you know she got married in Sun Valley? They left for Europe. Is there anything I can do for you?
It's after 4 o'clock, sir. We're closing.
Go ahead, close.
Well, celebrating?
Sure, my girl just got married.
Congratulations. You know, it might have been you. I was wrong about you. You're smart. The boys tell me that was a nice, neat job. No fuss. You could be useful.
I got a job. Hey, let me have another.
Don't be a chump. Your girl leaves you for another guy, and you're so surprised you've got to come in here and get loaded. What do you expect her to do? Sit home and listen to you read the law books to her every night?
Well, you mind your own business.
Oh, I've got lots of businesses. Kiva, if you're as smart as I think you are, you know you can make yourself a lot of money. The insurance company trusts you. Something gets misplaced, and you can get it back for them. You get rich, and you don't break laws. Think it over. Sober. I'm a gambler, and gamblers don't take chances.
Hello? Excuse me. Hello? Yes, I can be there. What time?
Tell Lieutenant O'Banion I want to see him.
I'm sorry, Inspector, but as curator of the Dolini Art Galleries, I cannot authorize a time extension for the insurance company. The gallery wants those paintings recovered.
So does the police department, Mr. Perkins.
It's a very commendable attitude, I'm sure, Inspector Dugan. But it hasn't brought our paintings back, has it?
Look, we need a little more time.
I'd like to cooperate with you, gentlemen. But Mr. Maston is prepared to see that the paintings are returned within 24 hours.
So you're going to make another deal with Steve Keever, huh?
Well, I don't like it any better than you do, Inspector. But I'm responsible to my stockholders. We're carrying insurance here for over $250,000. And if I can avoid paying off, I'm going to. Now, for $60,000, Keever will guarantee that everything will be returned.
Well, you don't have to pay anybody off. They can't sell those paintings. They're too well known. They wouldn't dare show them to anyone.
That's beside the point. All that interests me is that in 24 hours, my company has to pay $250,000 on a theft policy.
But you're playing right into their hands. Don't you see
I'm
that?
sorry, Inspector. You'll have your paintings back.
How does Keever know where they are?
That's none of my affair.
Well, it happens to be mine. Come on, O'Banion.
Yes, Mr. Keever can see you at 10:30 on Tuesday morning. Thank you for calling.
I'd like to see Mr. Keever.
You're to go right in, Inspector. And you, Lieutenant.
Thanks.
Well, gentlemen, how are things at the art gallery?
Missing. Keever, I dropped in to give you some friendly advice. Take a vacation.
You're confusing yourself with my doctor.
I've been around a long time, but I haven't figured you out yet. You're a new type.
That should make things interesting, Inspector. Why do you want to send me away?
Because I think you're responsible for this crime wave.
Now, let me give you some advice. Don't ever walk into a lawyer's office and make accusations you can't prove. That's slander. You could wind up without any retirement pay.
I keep forgetting you're a lawyer.
I'm in a legitimate business. I'm hired to get back stolen goods. I don't know who the crooks are. I don't want to know.
No questions asked. Why don't you start asking yourself some questions?
You know, Keever, before you turned up, we had the larceny in this town pretty well taped down. We had all the fences spotted, so the crooks had no safe place where they could peddle their wares. Now it's different. They can steal anything. Stuff they couldn't touch before, famous paintings, jewelry.
Very interesting.
And do you know why? Because now they don't need fences anymore. They can make a deal with Steve Keever. Without you, they couldn't do it.
Inspector, am I doing anything illegal?
Legally, you're within your rights. Morally, you stink.
How did you find out where the stolen paintings were?
That's a leading question, like when did I stop beating my mother?
Well, when did you?
Where are the paintings now?
Back at the gallery. That's where paintings belong, don't you agree?
Don't forget the theater opening tonight, Mr. Keever. It's an 8:15 curtain.
Thank you, Stella. Don't let me keep you.
I have a feeling I'll be seeing a lot more of you.
Anytime you need legal advice.
I'll get a lawyer.
Say, what are you doing for dinner tonight?
I think I'm having it with you.
That's right.
Here's my address.
You don't waste a minute, do you? I'll, pick you up at 7 o'clock.
Mom?
Good evening, Miss Benson.
Hello, hi, darling.
Joan.
Sorry I'm late. I had some extra work to do.
It shows. You're just in time to catch your martini. Lund?
Yes, sir.
Aren't the Altons here yet?
They're not coming.
Oh?
Don't say oh like that. He got tied up.
I see.
Darling, I don't mind pleading guilty. Just tell me what it is I'm guilty of.
You seen the afternoon paper?
Flattering.
You think so?
You know what I like about you?
Sure, I curve and I can cook.
You never worry about me smearing your lipstick. Makes a man feel important. Johnny, why don't you give up your job and let me take care of you?
I don't like the way you're taking care of yourself.
Oh, the Altons are dull.
And you're very amusing, darling, but the Altons were afraid to come. What real friends can you have, Steve?
The bank and I are buddies.
Oh.
I keep all my friends in a safe deposit box where they count. Look, darling, I am in a perfectly legitimate business.
Don't fool yourself, Steve. You're dealing with criminals. Whether you ever see them or not isn't important. They know your name. They talk about you. You make deals for them. And you go around acting like you're in a business that's untouched by human hands. One day you're going to be in for a rude shock, my darling.
Why do you stick around?
I don't know. Ego. Maybe I'd like to hear you say, will you marry me?
And would you?
I don't think so. Maybe I'm sticking around because I think you're a haunted guy. Maybe I'm waiting for the ghost to come back. sorry.
It's an 8:15 curtain. Maybe we'd better have a bite afterward, huh? Here we are, very dry. Well, here's to opening nights on Broadway. What did you think of the first act?
Oh, I love her. She's such a wonderful actress.
Looks like everybody turned out tonight.
You know something? I think most of them came to look at each other.
I have a feeling you're so right.
How's my face?
Someone should paint it.
That's what I was afraid of. And if you'll excuse me, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, don't talk to any strange girls.
Who's that poor baby darling wears in this? I wouldn't give him to my maid.
And did you notice all the wrinkles around her eyes?
Sorry. Are you finished? Probably. Excuse me.
Be quiet and no one will get hurt. I want everyone over in this corner. Now we want your cash and jewelry. The faster we do this, the sooner you'll get out of here. Anyone else? Hurry.
Something wrong, officer?
You think those signs are put up as ornaments?
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for my people who are leaving at intermission.
Well, you can't wait here, and the next time don't park in the middle of 49th Street. Now get moving. Well, what's the matter with it?
You know these old buggies.
We'll be here for 10 minutes. I don't want to hear a sound.
There's a squad car. Maybe they can give you a push. Oh, there you are.
Here come my people now.
Good.
Get the police, quick! Help, police!
Stand back, please, and give her some air.
Thank you.
Is she dead?
Not yet.
Joni,
You've got a wonderful face.
you all right?
I'm fine, except that my head feels like the target for tonight.
No, you just lie there a while. I hear you try to play cops and robbers.
Break the crowd up. Keep moving.
Yes.
No reporters.
Just one. Come on, here, go. The paper gonna say.
Walt, put a man on the door. Nobody leaves.
Right.
Excuse me. Make this your checkpoint right here. Set up a couple of tables. Get all the names and addresses.
Right.
All right.
Hi, Jimmy.
Good evening, Jimmy. Give me a hand.
Sorry, excuse me, please. Ladies, please. I'm Inspector Dugan. Just a minute. I want to talk to you all, but one at a time. Now, I want everyone who was in here to remain in the theater. The rest of you give your names and addresses to the officers outside, and then you may leave. Thank you. What are you doing here?
I had to powder my nose.
Were you in here when it happened?
Inspector.
Did you get a look at him?
No.
I did.
I think even you can solve this when you have 25 eyewitnesses.
We'll see.
If I can be of any service...
No, thanks. I don't think I'll need any help from you.
Darling, you help the nice inspector all you can.
I'll be in the lobby.
I'll wait outside.
Apartment 2.
What was taken from you?
Diamond bracelet, earrings, and the necklace.
Walt, I want a favor from you. That man, I want to know his name and address.
Look, friend, we're not running a social
You want to
club
solve
here.
this thing?
Well, what does he have to
Get
do
his
with
name
it?
and address.
Thank you.
Just a minute, please.
Yes?
I don't think we got your name and address, just for the record.
Oh, my name is Gordon Jessman. My wife and I are stopping at the Grenby Hotel, Suite 600. And incidentally, Mrs. Jessman was wearing some very valuable jewelry. You think it'll be recovered?
Oh, I'm sure they will, Mr. Jessman. We'll keep in touch with you.
Thank you.
Gordon Jessman. He and his wife are at the Grenby.
Thanks.
Do we put a tail on him?
I don't know. I think he looks pretty cute the way he is.
Come back here, Keever. Just what does he have to do with this robbery?
It's obvious. Didn't you notice his chin?
Very weak.
Ready, darling.
Now listen, Keever, I know it's a waste of breath, but I'm going to say it anyway. Will you kindly keep out of this?
It's a pity you're a cop. You'd have made such a good governess.
One was a blonde and one was a brunette.
Can you describe them?
Well, they were very pretty. The blonde was about 5'3".
Did her hair look bleached? I mean, was it cheap and flashy looking?
Oh, no, it was natural blonde hair. I'm sure of that.
That's right.
I agree with that. She was blonde.
This is as good a place as any. You give me the suitcase.
Why didn't you invite the cop to get in the car with you?
I told you I was trying to get rid of him. I talked him out of a ticket.
You dummy. I told Franco to send somebody else. Relax, you're jittery. I hope they got good descriptions of us.
Run the clothes and get rid of the car. We'll meet you later.
Okay.
Got them started in there.
Thanks, Walt. Go ahead, Mike.
The Cosmic Auto Rentals rented the car to a man at 4:10 yesterday afternoon. He left $100 cash deposit and a phony name and address. The driver's license is in the name of a man who's been dead about a year.
What about the fingerprints?
You're checking it now. Don't look good.
Right, keep on it.
These are the composites, Inspector.
They're pretty good-looking girls. Have the witnesses seen them?
25 witnesses drew them.
Sergeant, put these on telephoto right away. All points.
Yes, sir.
Inspector Dugan. Okay, we'll be right in. They're ready for us, Walt.
Good.
Now, will you take your coats and hats off, please?
I never thought I'd get tired of looking at beautiful women.
Well, look, if there's anything I can do.
You stick to Keever. Who's on him now?
Eddie and Howard are tailing him. Hey, what about that chauffeur? You got anything on him?
No, there's nothing yet. The cop that let him get away says he can identify him if we can find him. If we don't find him, that cop can take his horse, go west, and become a cowboy.
That one looks a little like the blonde.
Which one?
Number 4.
Will you step forward, please?
Do any of you other ladies think that number 4 looks like the blonde?
I'm sure that's the one.
I'd know her any place.
That's the blonde, all right.
I remember the eyes.
All right, thank you very much. That's all. Let him go.
File out, please.
Thanks very much, ladies, for coming in, and we'll call you again when we have some more suspects.
Hey, what about that blonde?
She happens to be one of our new police matrons.
Want to have some fun? Let's go out and spend the afternoon pinching motorists.
Why didn't that Keever decide to be a doctor? You know, they never would have dared to pull a stunt like this if they didn't know they could turn the stuff back to him. It's too hot for anybody to peddle. Well, he's not going to get away with it this time. Walt, I want you to stick to him like flypaper. Hang on to him day and night. Smother him. I want every shady character that he talks to picked up. We've got to scare him away. If we can keep him from going through with this deal, he's through. They'll never trust him again.
Just leave him to me.
Steve. Steve. It's good to see you. How did you find me?
Well, that was easy. The hard part was coming here.
I'm glad you came.
So am I. You're even more beautiful.
Am I?
Gordon must be good to you.
Yes, he's been wonderful.
How was Europe?
Fine.
Must be a good place for a honeymoon.
Yes, we went to Paris.
We would have gone to Atlantic City.
I'm sorry, Steve.
I was a little upset when you left. You forgot to kiss me goodbye.
Why did you come here?
To do this.
Steve, darling.
You mean, oh, Gordon, darling, don't you? What was it in France? Oh, Pierre, darling?
Steve.
What did you expect, medals? You're not talking to the sucker you left, oh, no. I took your advice. I went out and got a liberal education. There are a few things they don't teach in law school, like how to buy a penthouse. Well, you were a great teacher, and I've graduated. I can afford to send Stevie to Oxford now, only there isn't any Stevie.
Isn't there anything I can say?
Not a thing, baby. Not a thing except goodbye. You see, I'm too smart to stick around because I'm still sucker enough to be in love with you.
I'm glad, Steve.
Save it, you're old Gordon's.
You're wrong. I married Gordon for his money.
Well, that's honest anyway.
I wasn't dishonest with Gordon. I told him I didn't love him before I married him. I was dishonest with myself.
Nice you found it out when you were rich.
I guess I deserved that. I'm afraid I don't make a very good fortune hunter. I don't want it. So I'm giving Gordon back his fortune. I didn't know how to tell you I was married, Steve. I tried to that day at the airport, but I just couldn't. I knew then how much I really loved you. It was too late. Oh, Steve, there's never been anyone but you.
What about Gordon?
I can go to Mexico.
Good, that's quick. You know something? I'm awfully glad I came by.
If you hadn't, I'd have haunted you. Is there something wrong, Steve?
Nothing. I just remembered something I have to do.
I'll be waiting.
Call you later.
Wait inside. I'll get him.
Where's the boss? Down there. You know how long he's been under? 4.5 minutes. You know what the world's record is? 6 minutes, 29 and 4/5 seconds. A Frenchman by the name of Poliquin did it in 1912. Here he comes. 4:41.
You hear that? Maybe I get the Olympics, huh? Steve Franco in the Olympics. That'll be something, huh?
Yeah, Franco. Floyd and Roger here.
I told you I don't want them coming around here.
I know. Tell them.
I don't want no trouble with them. They're nervous kids. Come on. I'll get dressed. Hello, boys. Sorry to keep you waiting. What's on your minds?
Money, Mr. Franco. It's time we were paid off.
Sure. I gave you an advance. I'll give you more. How much do you want?
All of it.
Look, boys, use your heads. These jewels are too hot to be fenced.
What do we do, wear them?
The companies can't hold out much longer. They'll make a deal with Steve Keever. Trust me.
Sure. We trust you. Don't disappoint us.
This'll hold you over for a while. Keep in touch with me. I'm gonna be needing you. Anytime you boys want to go swimming downstairs, don't hesitate to.
Those punks.
I wish this was over. I'd like to go away. I think maybe we'll take a trip to the Riviera. Have you ever seen pictures of the Mediterranean? It's blue and clear. Great to swim in.
You must have come from a family of fish.
Hello, Joan. I'm sorry I'm late.
Exactly 3 minutes.
I fixed you a nice pizza to stop with, Mr. Keever. Huh?
Sounds fine.
Well, this is like old times. I haven't seen much of you lately.
I've been pretty busy.
That's what I said to myself. I said, Steve's pretty busy.
How are things at the office?
Oh, just one constant vacation. You want to come back? We can use a good lawyer.
I'm afraid not. Joan,
All right. All right, you've told me. Now, may we have lunch? I'm starved.
But you don't even know what...
Yes, I do, Steve. I didn't know exactly when my walking papers would be notarized, but I knew they were being drawn up.
You're a very remarkable girl.
Just so you remember, I'm a girl.
I wish it weren't like this.
Smart girls don't hang around haunted houses. Your ghost came back, didn't she?
I'm sorry.
For me? Please don't be. I'm luckier than most people. I got what I wanted for a little while. I wouldn't give back a minute of it. I just hope she knows how lucky she is. I better be careful. I'll be sending you back to her with a swollen head. You'll be impossible.
Joan.
I love this place. This is where we had our first date. Remember?
Yeah.
Don't bring her here. I'm sorry, darling. I was wrong. I guess I'm not very hungry after all.
Taxi, mister?
Want me to lose him?
No. Drive slowly. Head toward my apartment.
Okay.
Keep waiting on the back window. How does it feel to hit your wagon toward Orchid, Steve?
I get a nice cool breeze. Part of that breeze has been blowing a lot of gold dust your way.
Yes, I know. You've saved my company a good deal of money. But I don't think it's been worth it, Steve. I should have stopped you.
That skipped the sentiment, huh? What's the deal?
I'm acting as spokesman for all the companies involved. The total insurable loss in the theater holdup amounts to $860,000. We're willing to pay $200,000 for the return of the jewelry. Here's an itemized list. Your fee will be $50,000.
This reads like a who's who. What's the time limit?
We've only 48 hours left. We were hoping we wouldn't have to make a deal.
I'll bet. This doesn't give me much time. It's going to cost you more.
How much more?
Oh, let's say $100,000 for my share and $225,000 for the jewels.
That's a lot, Steve.
That's why I want it.
They won't stand for it.
They'll have to. I'm saving you over $500,000. Take it or leave it.
I have no choice. It's a deal.
Drop him, Harry. Excuse me a minute, Ellen. Lefty, how would you like to get in on a sure thing?
I've got bad news for you, Mr. Keever. You've been scratched. The cops have been picking up everybody you talk to. The boys want you to leave them alone.
Oh, Lefty.
Okay, Andy, take him away. Let's go.
Hello, Natalie. Where's Marty?
Leave him alone. The word's out. You're poison. Do me a favor and don't.
I've been expecting you.
I could use a drink.
You're not going to be here long enough.
What's the matter? Oh, you worried about O'Banion? I've lost him.
Oh, I know it. He's busy questioning Natalie. No, I'm not worried about O'Banion. I'm worried about you. I keep thinking maybe your publicity might get in the obituary column. Maybe I could help.
Now listen, Count.
You listen, big man. Every time you get your picture in the paper, the police close up another joint. My boys are getting hurt. They don't like you, Kiva. And neither do I.
Thanks. I won't enter any popularity contests.
Any luck with Corbett? Why don't you let him come to you like you did before?
There isn't time. Gotta make this deal fast. It's a honeymoon present.
Congratulations, that's great.
Thanks, Harry.
Harry, what's the tab for this week?
Let me see. $43.20. Thanks, Steve.
I didn't see you get in. Where to?
You take a good picture, Harry.
Yeah.
That's a good name, Harry Dyker.
You didn't tell me where you want to go.
You're gonna take a message to Garcia, Harry.
Who?
Don't fret about it, Harry. It's an educated joke, and you're probably illiterate.
Look, mister, I don't have to...
Shut up and pay attention, Harry. When we reach the next corner, I'm getting out. I want you to deliver this message to your Mr. Stephen Keever. Now, don't let anything go wrong, Harry. I bought these for your little girl, Harry. For her birthday party tomorrow.
Is everything all right, Miss Branson?
Perfect, alive. Got a nickel?
Yes, Miss Branson.
Grazie. I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart, you're really a part of me.
Miss Branson, I've been looking...
Hello, Harry. You're just in time for the party. Come on over and have a little drink.
No, thank you.
Sit down.
No.
Sit down. Have some champagne?
No. I'm sorry to bother you like
It's
this.
no bother. I'm just having a little party for myself. It's sort of an anniversary party. In reverse. At Steve's place.
Now, I have a message for Steve, but I can't get near him.
Something happened to Steve?
Oh, no, ma'am. It's just that they're watching him too close. But you could get to him. The cops wouldn't bother you.
You shouldn't have come here, Harry.
I didn't know what else to do. When he told me about you going on a honeymoon and everything, I figured you was the one to come to.
Honeymoon?
If the cops ever get hold of this, he'd be cooked.
What's the message?
Tell him it's set for tonight. But he's got to come himself. They'll be waiting for him at...
Evening, Lon.
Missed you.
Thank you, Lon. I've been farmed out. Is he alone? Ask a foolish question.
Lon, who was...
I was. Hello, Steve.
Oh, hello, Joan. This is a pleasant surprise.
I know your cup's running over. I'll only be a minute. Got to get back to an anniversary party.
Have her come in, Steve.
Would you like to meet Ellen?
Oh, goody.
Ellen, this is Miss Branson. Mrs. Jesmond.
Hello. I'm glad we can finally meet. I have a chance to thank you.
For what? Keeping him warm for you? Oh, sorry. I shall wash my mouth out with a scotch and soda. Here's to honeymoons. Steve forgot to mention it. He knows weddings make me cry. Harry sent a message. It's tonight.
Where? Did he say where?
720 East 18th Street, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
And you're to come along. They won't talk to anybody else.
They know I won't do that.
Honeymoons are expensive. I bet she wears black lace. Oh, Harry says to be in the lobby at exactly 10 minutes after 8. Don't bother. I will throw myself out.
I better go.
Steve, you won't let anything happen to you, will you?
Of course not.
Please be careful.
I will. I'm a sucker for black lace.
How long has she been up there? About 5 minutes.
Here she comes.
I'll take you home, Miss Branson.
What?
Okay, Bill.
How are you, Ruby?
Oh, fine, Mr. Keever. Something's going on around here. Cops are all over the place.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Let's wait a minute, huh? I'm expecting a friend.
Look at that crazy fool. He's going to get killed. His cab's out of control. Are you all right? Yeah, my steering rod broke. Come on, we better get back.
That's all, Frank. Thanks.
Good evening. My name's Franco. Someone should have told you, Mr. Franco, that I don't handle these things myself.
You're here. Sit down.
Thanks.
These are my associates. We have a big investment, Steve. I'd like to know who I'm dealing with.
So do I. Who actually pulled the job?
Oh, the girls? They left town.
I don't think so. I think they're right here.
I told you that the girls...
Try again, Franco. There were no girls. Beautiful girls are too easy to spot. Somebody played it cozy. 10 to 1 you're from burlesque. Female impersonators.
Vaudeville, Mr. Keever. We're artists.
Poor Dugan.
Suppose we get down to business. They'll pay $225,000. You have much time left. I don't like haggling. We'll take it. When do you want the jewels?
You're nice to do business with. You got them here?
I'm not that nice to do business with. I'll get them to you tonight.
When do we get the money?
Tomorrow?
Tonight.
Tomorrow's okay. Mr. Keever's got a reputation like Lincoln.
He'd have been flattered. You can have the package delivered to my apartment at 11 o'clock.
Fine.
It's just the wind.
Sure. Or a tourist.
How do we know you didn't plant someone outside?
Stick to your dancing, Lajinsky. Hello, Inspector. Forgive me for calling you so late, but I couldn't wait to congratulate you.
The jewels were recovered by the police department.
When?
In about an hour.
Listen, Keever.
As far as the press is concerned, you and your department did the job with your own little bare hands.
I don't want anything for it.
Well, where are the jewels now?
The jewels will be delivered to my apartment at 11 o'clock. I'd like O'Banion to be there a few minutes earlier.
If I ever get a parking ticket, I'll call you.
Now listen, Keever. Keever!
You're early.
Remind me to get my watch fixed. Look, why did you call us in on this?
I thought it might be nice to take some of the heat off you.
And off yourself. Real smart.
The thing that you and Dugan can't seem to get through your head, O'Banion, is that I'm not a crook. I just make your job simpler.
Oh, don't, Keever. I cry easily.
I have a feeling that's $1 million ring.
Just stay right where you are.
Package for Stephen Keever.
Come on in. Let me see your identification.
All I said was I got a package for...
Yeah. Where'd you get this?
Man came in, give me $5 to deliver it. The manager told me to go ahead.
Did you get a good look at him?
Sure.
Could you identify him?
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
He was Chinese. They all kind of look alike.
All right, that's all.
Yes, sir.
Well, anyway, you recover the jewels.
Yes. Now we'll have a look.
$1 million.
I'd better call Dugan. I don't want to be responsible for taking care...
Lieutenant O'Banion there? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Open up in there. What's happened?
I heard a shot. Lieutenant! Lieutenant! Lieutenant, are you all right? Must still be in there.
Open up in there.
Lieutenant! Lieutenant!
Attention all units. Be on the lookout for Stephen Keever, wanted for murder. He is armed. Description, 6 feet 3 inches.
Hey, Joe, well, what up on there? Come on in.
What are you doing here? What's happened?
I want those jewels.
What are you trying to pull? I sent them to you.
On a yo-yo string, they were hijacked.
Those jewels were delivered. I watched them.
Maybe you came up to the apartment to get a better look.
You're a liar.
Cut it out. Keep talking.
This was an inside job. Nobody knew about the delivery but the police and your boys.
And your cab driver friend.
That's right. You can't get away with it, Keever. There isn't a crook in town who'd hijack you. You're the man who can always make a deal for them. They'd kill to protect you.
They did kill. There's a dead cop in my apartment. The only chance I have to clear myself is to get the man who did it.
That's too bad. Because you're washed up. No insurance company would go near you now. And if the police got you, they'd want to know a lot of things. Things about us, only. And we wouldn't want that to happen, would we?
Look, I'd never talk.
I'm going to see to it. I hate to do this because I like you. But you might be bad for my business. Take him down to the basement.
Come along, Steve.
This way.
Joe! Who called me? Joe, you old son of a gun! Where have you been, Joey boy? Herman, I want you to meet my good old friend and pal. Hey, what's your name?
Brown, Bill.
Oh, of course, Billy Brown. Are you ROC?
Am I ROC supposed to be really loaded? I just lost my badge, Joe.
Oh, well, here, take mine. Listen, we're all going down to have a drink. How's about it, huh?
We drink like fish, fight like roosters, royal order of civic boosters. We always win, we never lose.
Now, we just tell my good friend Billy Brown.
Where'd he go?
When he was here a minute ago. Let's go get a drink. Come on.
He won't get far. You idiots. How did you lose him?
What do you expect me to do? Shoot him here?
Spread the word to the boys. I don't want him picked up alive.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Just having fun in the greatest little old town in the world.
On a convention, huh? You sure look it.
I left a little old lady at home.
Now, well, you better get back to your chums and keep out of trouble.
I'll have a little drink for you.
Alan speaking. Just spotted Steve Keever. He's on 18th Street, heading west on foot.
Attention, all units in vicinity of 18th Street. Steve Keever reported heading west, on foot. Proceed with caution. All radio stations have been requested to broadcast an hourly description. Here again is the description of Stephen Keever.
Gotham Village.
Keep it.
Steve, come in. Wife and kid are asleep. I was afraid they might have gotten you.
No, they didn't get me, Harry. It's a shame, isn't it? How does it feel to have $1 million?
What are you talking about? You don't think that I double-crossed you?
It was easy, wasn't it? You knew where I was going. You were outside the window at the ballet school, and we made plans to send the jewels to my apartment. After that, the rest was a cinch, but you didn't get out of town fast enough.
Steve, I'm just a hacky. That's nothing to put on my tombstone, but this is. I never double-crossed anyone in my life. I'm sending the wife and kid out of town in the morning. You better pull yourself together.
I'm sorry, Harry. I had to find out.
Forget it. Who else knew about it?
Joan, Ellen. You can forget about them.
Let's not.
What's the address across the street?
1820 Bigelow.
1820 Bigelow. Hello, Joan? No, I'm all right. Listen, can you meet me? Good. In an hour. I'm at 1820 Bigelow. I knew I could count on you.
You better be careful, Steve.
Don't worry. Mrs. Ellen Jasmine, please. Ellen? Hello, darling. I know. No, I'm all right. I'm at 1820 Bigelow. Can you meet me in an hour? Thanks. You'll know in an hour.
Maybe sooner.
Yes, well, that's good. Keep right on it. Right.
We've had... Traffic officer spotted him at 32nd in Lexington. He was wearing these. Got away.
ROCB. What does that stand for?
You got me.
Sergeant, get a list of all the conventions in town, find out where they're staying.
Right. We've had 7 reports on him so far. 2 of these sound good.
Inspector. Inspector. Grab the phone. It's hot.
Inspector Dugan. What? Yes, miss. Yes, I understand. Of course you'll be protected. What's the address? Don't worry. We'll get him. Communications. Signal 32. Instruct car 1 to proceed to 19th and Bigelow. Car 6 to proceed to 18th at Bigelow. Proceed quietly. Eddie, get the car.
Right.
Here. Drink this. You feel better.
Thanks, Harry. You were right. Took her only 15 minutes.
Any luck? Not a thing. We've gone through every apartment in the building, Inspector. Must have been a false alarm.
Nothing, huh?
You want us to go through some of the other buildings?
Oh, it'll take you a week. You might be any place. Send the units back. Come on.
Harry, thanks for the coffee.
Sure. Where you going?
I have a date. Remember? Ellen. John.
Steve. Steve, you all right?
No, I've been all wrong. Thanks for coming.
Give yourself up, Steve.
Something I gotta take care of first.
They'll kill you.
It'll be a small loss.
Not to me.
I'll get back to you.
There's the bellboy, darling. Are you ready?
In a minute.
We're looking for Steve Keever.
Who?
Steve Keever. Mrs. Jessman knows who we mean.
Helen?
He's a great friend of hers. I hope I haven't caused any trouble, Mrs. Jessman.
Not here.
Maybe we'd better wait. I have a feeling he might show up.
I want to talk to you, if you'll excuse us. What are you doing?
We're going to make a deal with Franco.
I don't like this.
Franco will like it.
Ellen, are you sure?
Shooting a detective was your idea. Are you coming?
Did you have a nice little talk?
Yes. And now we'll all have a nice little talk with Franco.
Stick with that car ahead.
Who told you to bring them here?
I have the jewels.
Sit down. Where did you get them?
I found them.
Keever's an old beau of hers.
And you saw a chance to knife him and get rich. You're a real cute babe. You hijacked the jewels and framed Keever in a murder rap.
I'm not admitting a thing.
You don't have to. You stepped out of your league. You've got guts, but you have no brains.
We can always take the jewels somewhere else.
Where are they?
Safe. How much are they worth to you?
How much are they worth to you?
What do you mean?
I don't think I'm going to have to pay anything for them, Mrs. Chessman. You've got the jewels. I've got you.
If anything happens to me, you'll never find those jewels.
You're smart. But you made one big mistake. I never went to Vassar. I'm afraid you're dealing with dirty people. When we're through with you, you're going to be begging to tell us where those jewels are. Take it down to the boiler room. Nobody will hear her down there.
Inspector Dugan.
Dugan.
Keever?
Trace the call on 2.
Dugan, I need your help. I know who killed O'Banion. I haven't got much time. Meet me at...
That's right, Steve. You haven't got much time.
Keever, hello.
Right. Right. It's in the Butterfield Exchange District. He disconnected too fast for him to get the number.
I checked 72 conventions. The ROCB is the Royal Order of Civic Boosters. They're at the Chandler Hotel.
Isn't that Franco's place?
Yeah.
What telephone exchange district is that in?
I think it's Butterfield.
I think so, too. Come on.
Gordon! Gordon, help me!
Gordon can't help you. When we're through there, I don't think Gordon's going to want to help you. You're not going to be very pretty.
No!
It's just...
No!
Stop it! Stop it! I'll tell you.
No! No!
Now you're being smart. What did you do with them?
They're in our trunk at the hotel.
You better be telling the truth.
Ellen, Ellen!
Let's go.
We got company.
They're gonna make you a permanent guest here.
You don't want me. You want Gordon Jesmond. He killed O'Banion. He hijacked the jewels.
Now, why would he want to do a thing like that?
Maybe his wife got too expensive.
Where is Jesmond?
Keever. Never mind that now. Get back to Jesmond's apartment and get that package.
Get Keever.
He's coming around.
He's going to be all right.
He's got a lot to answer for. One of my men was killed.
But Steve didn't do it.
He was an accessory. It's funny, the smart ones always trip themselves up. You waited for him a long time, haven't you?
He's worth waiting for.
He's all yours, Inspector.
Steve.
Told you I'd get back to you.
Sorry, lady.
It's all right. She's with you.